Amotekun already showing symptoms of Christianization and Islamophobia, says Muric. The Muslim rights concern Muric on Friday alleged that the handlers of Amotekun plan to accept birth certificates registered only in churches as one of the prerequisites for eligibility for recruitment into the security outfit. The allegation was contained in a statement on Friday by Professor ÇHЖ1ЩT1ANIZAT10N, Muric director, noting that Muric is not allergic to any state or region taking steps aimed at cushioning the effects of the security challenges currently facing Nigeria. He said the approach must be transparent, assuring, all-embracing, and have evidence of good intention. On Tuesday, the federal government declared that Amotekun was illegal. The Attorney General of the Federation, Abubakar Malami, in a statement signed by his spokesman, Umar Gwandu, said the setting up of the paramilitary organization called Amotekun is illegal and runs contrary to the provisions of the Nigerian law. But Muric has now told Southwest governors to tread with caution. He suggested that Amotekun appears shrouded in secrecy while attempts are being made to marginalize Muslims in the recruitment exercise. According to what he said, or how does one describe the social media advertisements in which applicants are being requested to bring birth certificates from the church? This is most outrageous, Akintola noted. Amotekun has not started, but we are already seeing symptoms of Christianization and Islamophobia. This does not look good enough. It is hard to believe that, but tell us sincerely, is this advertisement from the Amotekun handlers? Who ordered registration in churches and why? Are the job vacancies which Amotekun is setting to open meant for Christians alone? Are the Southwest states declaring their state as Christian states? Are they joining Nyesom Wike of Rivers in a Christian enclave? Is Amotekun a secret Christian army? Only one out of the 5 governors in the region is a Muslim. Are the Christian governors ganging up to form a crusader militia? Why then must applicants bring birth certificates from churches? Are we sure that this will not be followed by a request for applicants to bring referral letters from pastors? Handlers of Amotekun owe us an explanation. It is after the explanation that we will also declare our next line of action. But right now, all we can say is that there are trepidations among Muslims in the region. While we await the response of the organizers, we remind them that no security arrangement can succeed in any society without the active support of the people. To get the support of Muslims in the region, we need assurances. The Muslims must be carried along, while recruitment being made must not result in lopsided appointments. Both Christians and Muslims must be palpably visible as officers and other ranks. Nobody should tell us that there are no capable Muslims to join those handling the recruitment exercise. There are more than enough retired military and police officers who are Muslims. Apart from the issue of Christianization of Amotekun, we are strongly of the opinion that the security outfit will perform better if it avoids stereotyping any particular people. Governors in the sub-region have the task of de-radicalization on their hands. Amotekun operatives must not be seen targeting non-indigenous of the area. Amotekun must not be turned into a tool of intimidation. Igbo, Ishekiri, Ibira, Hausa, Fulani, etc. who reside in the sub-region must not be stigmatized in any form. The operatives must remember that the Yoruba are also spread all over Nigeria. They must not trigger any tit-for-tat scenario. So guys, this our friend has come again. I call him our friend because everybody, I've been hearing some comments, in some quarters that I'm sure Muric did not see all of these things, or he has not heard about this whole thing. I said, yeah, that the man has been busy with Buhari's daughter Hanan, that whether Buhari did not give the girl out, at tender age for marriage. That being said, so this man is always bringing issue where there is none. Everybody now knows where he stands. This man is not really after, okay, maybe there will be peace, but he just want to stand, because Christians have been saying, they've made a position because of the happenings in the country. So this man, he wants to turn everything upside down so that it will look as if, oh, there's something again, that something is being done about the Muslims. How many times have you heard about Christians or any group in the first place going against or maybe trying to force anybody to join any religion? So I wouldn't want to even delve into all of those things. It's just playing to the gallery, because I'm just hearing it from him that the recruitment process, whether you need to go and bring your birth certificate from a church or whatever, which I don't really know. Even the other day when he was accusing the governor of Ondo State, Akeredolu, that they tried to intimidate Muslims and all of that, I was like, where is this man getting this whole thing from? And it is just the same thing that the Christians are really accusing the government of, this issue of lopsidedness in the recruitment processes. It's the same thing, just want to replicate it, and nobody can deceive anybody. That is just the way it is. Nobody can deceive anybody. Somebody, people, or maybe other religion are being marginalized. No matter how he wants to paint it, the whole thing is just, it's not adding up. It's not even adding up from his mouth at all. In my opinion, it's not really adding up. He's just trying to create some kind of awareness so that it will seem as if, oh, Muslims who are really are being marginalized, which is very, very far. And he knows it. There's no truth in all that he's saying. There's no truth. The other people who are really accusing the government, the evidence is there for the whole world to see. I have never heard in this whole world that maybe Christians are really intimidating people, or they are going about, taking people's lives. So it goes beyond that, and we respect the opinion of some of those Muslims who are always coming out. No, these people, that is not what our religion is all about. Our religion is all about peace, and we've come out to say most of the time, their voices need to be heard, to be loud, and say no. These people are just on their own, doing their own thing, trying to twist the whole thing. Of course, a lot of people don't really want to believe them. The reason why people don't really want to believe them or believe that narrative is that people are getting, they are being taken away every now and then. People are being killed, and people who are being killed, they have families. They have victims all over the place, and that's why they don't want to believe it, because those who really have that experience, who had that experience, they will be able to explain better. Not those who are just hearing, oh, something of this nature happened, you are just hearing. But people who really experience such a brutality will be able to tell the stories. And when you are telling somebody who really went through that experience, or who went through that experience, that, oh, this is religion is the religion of peace, they will not want to believe it based on what they have seen. So, like I said, those who are saying, oh, it's a religion of peace, because they themselves, they are not involved in all of those things. They are preaching that peace, but some people are somewhere, they have taken it upside down, for the fact that maybe whether some people are like, oh, it is written in the Quran that this and this and that, XYZ. So that being said, so this man is just trying to create problem where there is none, and it's evident. All the things that he's putting together, they are not just flying, in my opinion. Like I said, I have not heard about this issue of recruitment by asking people to go and bring their birth certificate from whether they are Christians and all of that. I don't know where he's getting all of those things from. And for him to say, oh, everybody residing in the region, everybody should be carried along, whether you are Fulani, whether you are Igbira, whether you are Shekiri, and all of that. All of those all of them are wash. He's just trying to create problem where there is none. I'm sure they've been recruited. So this man, there is nothing he's going to say. He's not going to change the narratives on ground. He's not going to change the narratives on ground. If he likes, he try to twist the whole thing upside down. And just like I said, when he was talking about, trying to get at the governor of Ondo State, that this and this and this and that. And like we said, of course, those ones I've not really heard about. They've not really come out to make their own statement known concerning what Muric accused them of, most especially the governor of Ondo State, Akeredolu. So this man is just always coming out to just try to downplay everything, but it's not going to work, in my opinion, because he cannot justify all of the things he's saying, that whether Christianization or whatever, it doesn't hold water in my opinion. But let's hear what people are saying, and before we hear your own take concerning all of this as well. Someone says, I have said it severally, that he has a mental problem, and it is because he wants recognition by all means. Even the most whatever Muslim, we know by his reasoning along his line is divisive and can cause a disharmony. We now know ÇHŻ1ŞT1ANIZAT10N may claim to be a Muslim, but true Muslims now know that he's a bad ambassador and needs to be ostracized. He can only destroy, he can't build. Do churches issue birth certificates? That's the question. How many churches have maternity wards, homes? This man is just a delusionized, frustrated religious bigot. Someone said, I beg, tell her. Someone says, you don't react to what you don't understand. We have local government birth certificates and church birth certificates. My children were born in CAC mission, in which they all have church birth certificates. If you are a Muslim and you don't have mosque birth certificates, then you must have local government birth certificates. I don't know whether you guys have heard there's Christians that have a church birth certificate. I don't know about that. I only know about private hospitals. Maybe you have birth certificates in private hospitals and you still have to get a birth certificate. I don't know the birth certificate this person is talking about. It says CAC. Well, but what I know is that there is birth certificates for private hospitals and you still have to get the government birth certificates. Someone says, if you don't know, it is just for pastors' endorsement. I have heard rumor of such too. Does that change the content of the advert? Even if churches don't use birth certificates, why was it made part of the prerequisite for recruitment? Okay, some people are saying that the issue of a birth certificate or church birth certificate is required. Someone say, can you see the enemies within? I can bet it that this man's allegiance is with Sultan of Sokoto rather than the Oni of Ife or Alafin or Oyo. This man is the most irresponsible personality I've ever seen. Has this man ever heard Yoruba killing themselves because of religion differences? Must this man drum religious sentiments into any issue in the land? I pity your wives and children and those people allowing you to lord yourself over them. Someone says, this man is not in his right senses. He really needs help at Arrow. Is this guy right in his senses? The Amotekun security outfit spreads out beyond religious perspectives. I don't know how this guy thinks. No, he just wants to make a problem, just to create problem where there's none, in my opinion. And someone says, who gave this man a professorship? And someone is of the opinion that he said, my own is clear. They can recruit Yoruba Muslims in those regions and they will, if they will. But Hausa or Fulani into Amotekun, no. They have an agenda to wipe out Christians and other Muslim tribes that are not from their ethnicity. And someone says here that this man is getting it all wrong entirely. Amotekun recruitment is neither for Muslims nor Christians. It is for those who are Yoruba science compliance. Are birth certificates issued by churches? Somebody is asking that question. But somebody said he attends a CAC that he has a church certificate. I don't know about that. And someone is of the opinion that this man is being sponsored by some people to cause confusion among the Yorubas. This fake illiterate professor is always on the run to the market anytime his brain runs down. Wow. Someone say, yes, you said that you are not afraid of Christianization hypocrites. The outfit you supported the declaration as illegal is what you are looking out for. Employment. Federal government made law against only Christians that want to collect marriage certificate for church wedding to pay about 50,000 naira. Almost the old service chief of the nation's security are Muslims Fulani. The was and now you are complaining. So guys, let's hear your take concerning Muric's submission, especially whether it's their president, ÇHŻ1ŞT1ANIZAT10N. Please leave your comment below and let's have your take. Thank you.